They are waging war not just on any liberal concept, anything that opposes them, any critique. They are opposing any sort of attitudes that do not align. Yo, it's Shiro, this is Shiro's TV, and welcome to an episode of the Anarchy Hour.
Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
This is where we actually address some of the political content around here and everything in between. This is actually a matter that is inherently political because it was sort of a hit job on a certain celebrity, and that celebrity is Stephen Colbert. Now, he was originally the main character on the Colbert Report, and everybody liked that, and it was basically the contrast between him and Jon Stewart, with him and The Daily Show originally, but he moved on when Jay Leno decided to hand him the torch to the late night talk show host, and so he took that and he assumed that role, and it became what it is today. And it really had this sort of resurgence during the time of COVID, and everybody was inside, and they realized that they could still make the talk show host talk through a camera and like a home situation. I watched a lot of those videos. That's when I really got turned on to Stephen Colbert on the late night show. And usually it's like for old people, but I personally like the commentary and I still watch it to this day, you know? But unfortunately, it's recently been under fire and it's going to be canceled, and that's actually for political reasons. There is a Skydance Paramount merger that was also affecting the South Park studio because of this merger. There was a certain amount of censorship going on.
Well, do I look presidential?
And it looks like when the cards came down to it, the merger has ownership of not only the late night show with Colbert, but also Jon Stewart. And in making this deal with the FCC, choosing to pay Donald Trump's lawsuit that he filed against 60 Minutes, which is also under the same branch, it was a capitulation tactic saying, as long as you let this merger go through, we will bring the hammer down on one of these properties. We don't need both of these. Both of these are criticizing the president. Why not have one less? And that's sort of the controversy here about him being canceled. Now, people want to say that late night shows have been doing very bad and it's an antiquated system, and certainly that may be true. So is SNL. That doesn't mean it's not successful as hell, and the same can be said about Stephen Colbert. He is the top of all of the talk show hosts, even when Jimmy Fallon was the human being who ruined the Jurassic Park movie. And I never go back to it because I remember I have to see his stupid face. But I'm here to tell you that this isn't some far off conspiracy. Even Stephen Colbert has addressed this issue himself.
How could it purely be a financial decision if The Late Show is #1 in ratings?
It's one of these issues that happens around President Trump and his mingling with things, trying to make things work in his favor, that he steps on other people that he puts in his path. And this is one of those situations. We don't know who is going to be censored next.
Donald Trump posted, "I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next."
And that's why we see this whiplash with the severity of South Park going so hard on Trump administration right now.
Hey, Satan! Would you like me to apply the baby oil to Satan's asshole, boss?
Because they are waging war not just on any liberal concept, anything that opposes them, any critique. They are opposing any sort of attitudes that do not align.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
And when they claim that they care about free speech, you know this is a lie. They only care about speech that they approve of. And that is what a authoritarian state, a fascist state does. But I wanted to bring that to your attention about Stephen Colbert, his situation. Hopefully it gets picked up for something else. He can do a different show or something, because even though I do watch it, I think the time for late night shows is over. TV is evolving. Even the medium itself is dying because of YouTube and Twitch and what have you, but I just hope Stephen Colbert finds his place where he wants to be, and that he can still be as disapproving of Trump as anyone probably should be.
Sir, you're chairman of the FCC,
So, FCCU, because I think you are motivated by partisan purposes yourself.
It's been the Anarchy Hour with Shiro on Shiro TV. I'll see you next time. Peace.